This week, I fly across the Atlantic Ocean in less than 5 hours, and I didn't even have to fly on Concorde, as I take the world's shortest transatlantic flight. Welcome to the beautiful Gatwick Airport near London. And I'm taking a flight out of here today with WestJet on a little 737 across the Atlantic on quite a short transatlantic flight actually, because today we're heading to Canada. Let's go and get checked in.
You are approaching the end.
So WestJet use the North Terminal here at Gatwick, so we're going to go and get checked in for a flight across to St John's in Newfoundland. I'm looking forward to this, somewhere I've been wanting to go for a very long time. We actually get to do it today, so let's go and see if we can get checked in.
So, Mary, you okay here? When you got the key? If you just try to call me, I'm on there.
All right, then all checked in for WestJet. Had to drop my bag because they wanted every trolley bag checking in today, apparently. I don't know entirely why, but that's okay. It's only like a 5-hour run, and I think I've got quite a nice connection at the other end as well. So we're okay. We're okay with checking the bag. So yeah, let's get through security, see what that's like today, and get to airside, get something to eat. Before I headed to the lounge though, there was just one shop I had to go in to stock up on supplies before I went home to the States. Hiya, you're right. Take that one, please. Wicked. Thank you very much.
There we go. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, you too. Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm flying in WestJet's Premium Economy today. They don't have a business class on their 737 MAX 8, only Premium Economy, but because it's in Premium, you don't get a lounge access with it. So I'm going to try and use my priority pass here in Gatwick. Let's see if we have any success, because I know I've heard a lot of things about priority pass in the UK and how they always turn you away if you've got a priority pass, but let's go and see. Go and have a look. Hi there, you taking priority pass?
Yeah. What time is the flight?
Thank you. It's 11.
That's all done, please.
All right, thank you. Now there's a couple of priority pass lounges here at Gatwick, but this was the only one that was actually accepting people in today. Well, I made it into the Plaza Premium Lounge here at Gatwick. The other Priority Pass lounge here wasn't taking Priority Pass people today, but this one is, and it's not actually too busy, which is quite nice. So we're off today to St John's in Newfoundland, and St John's is literally the closest place to Europe in North America. From here, it's like a 5-hour flight. It's right on the northeastern tip of Canada. It's a 5-hour flight westbound. If you come another way, it's even quicker. It's 4 hours, and it has service with only 737s, and I think Air Canada, at least they used to send Airbus A319s on that flight to Heathrow from St John's, because it's just such a short flight. It really is. It's shorter than going coast to coast in America, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, that's going to be today's fun. We're taking a MAX 8 with WestJet across the Atlantic, just to the easternmost tip of Canada, and it's going to be fun to see what it's like when we get over there. Fairly soon though, it was time to head down to the gate, and when I got there I was met with this massive queue extending pretty much the length of the concourse. Thank you.
Can you go right to the side, please?
Yes, thank you.
I like your videos.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Eventually though, the line started moving and it was time to climb on board my ride across the Atlantic today, this WestJet Boeing 737 MAX 8. Hello. Premium Economy is in a 2-2 config at the front of the cabin. Right then, welcome on board the WestJet Boeing 737 MAX 8. That's going to take me across to Newfoundland on the sort of far eastern tip of Canada. It's not a very long flight, it's all 5 hours. This plane's a year old, but it's already kind of quite beaten up and battered. These seats actually are not the seats that I was expecting on board. I've seen some videos from some older planes and they've got much newer seats on them. This is a year old and it's got these old recliner seats on it, which is interesting. Not quite what I was expecting in my head, but it's still pretty comfy nonetheless. Loads of leg room anyway, a decent amount of leg room. We've got like a device holder here that I'm currently using to hold my camera while I'm recording this. We've got a little pocket down here where we can store a few bits and pieces. There's the recline button there, and there is USB and a 3-pin power plug there as well, which is pretty cool too. So yeah, we should be getting on our way pretty soon for the transatlantic crossing, probably the shortest transatlantic crossing that I've ever done. Let's do this. Pretty soon we were pushing back from the gate and beginning our taxi out to the runway here at Gatwick Airport. Eventually, it was time for us to take the runway and begin our flight across the Atlantic. Our route today then took us west out of Gatwick, crossing Devon and flying out across the Bristol Channel. From there we flew across the south coast of Ireland before crossing the Atlantic, arriving into St John's after a flight time of 5 hours and 1 minute, cruising at 34,000 feet. And then we are airborne from Gatwick on the shortest transatlantic flight that it's possible to take. This flight is just 2,000 miles from London all the way across to St John's in Canada. To put that into perspective, a flight from New York to Los Angeles is 2,200 miles. So this is shorter than going coast to coast in the US. And we're doing it on a Max 8. Climbing out now from Gatwick Airport, saying goodbye to England. Looking forward to this flight. They reckon about a 5 hour and a 5 minute flight time today across to St John's. A drink service came around not long after takeoff and I just went for a soda water. Alright then, lunchtime, and there's only one choice today. They brought a menu around with 2 choices on it, chicken or tortellini. I was fancying the tortellini actually, and unfortunately catering in Gatwick though only loaded on the meat meals. They've not loaded on any veggie meals, so if you're a vegetarian on today's flight, well, you're a bit shafted unfortunately, thanks to Gatwick's ground catering supplies. But I've got the chicken, which wasn't my first choice, but hey, we will try it. It looks quite nice. And that's okay, it's in like a lemony sauce. It's quite tasty though, for aeroplane food at least. That's pretty good. And what tasted even better was the sticky gooey chocolate dessert that came round afterwards. That was just heavenly. Isn't this place just absolutely stunning? You know, sometimes I have to pinch myself when I come to places like this at how lucky I am that I get to do this sort of thing. Sometimes it feels so normal that I get to come to places like this, and then I just have to sit and pinch myself and realise, actually, this really isn't normal, is it? I'm so fortunate to be able to do what I do. But you know, getting here hasn't been a walk in the park. It's been a tricky process. Growing this business up to the point where I'm able to do this it's been hard, it's been a slog, and it's had its really difficult moments too. Moments where I just wanted to give up, moments where I thought that everybody in the world hated me for what I was doing, and sometimes it's difficult to get past that. But you see, I've also been very fortunate to have a good range of people I can talk to in my life, not only in my family as well, but through therapy as well, which has helped me to overcome some of these challenges, some of the negativity that you get from people online, which drove me insane for so many years until I developed coping mechanisms to be able to deal with it. Therapists were really the solution for that, and that's why I really love this week's sponsor, BetterHelp. You see, they've got a network of over 30,000 licensed therapists who you can talk to through live video chats. You can even do online chats with them through the week as well between your sessions, so that you've always got somebody that you can talk to, chat things through, and get that support that you need. Signing up for BetterHelp, it's really easy to. You just go on the website, fill in a few questions, and then you match with a therapist who you can start talking to and working through all the things that you'd like to get sorted. And the best part about it is, if at any point you find that it's just not gelling with the therapist that you've chosen, well, then you can find another one and they'll just match you with somebody else, completely free of charge. There's absolutely no hard feelings whatsoever. Right now, BetterHelp are offering you 10% off your first month when you use my promo code Noel at betterhelp.com/Noel. That's betterhelp.com/NOEL. We continued west, flying off the south coast of Ireland and saying goodbye to land as we started our crossing across the Atlantic. Right, let's have a little look through the amenity kit that you get here on WestJet. This is a Herschel brand, which is the same brand that I got, interestingly, last time I flew WestJet on the Dreamliner on the inaugural Calgary to Gatwick flight a few years ago. I'll pop a link up on the screen to that. It's a terrible video, by the way, so please don't judge me. It's a very old video when I wasn't very good at this whole editing and YouTubing thing, and I'm still not really, but I was even worse back then. But anyway, this is the Herschel amenity kit. Let's have a look what's in it. So we have a Peyote lip balm, pretty cool. We have earplugs and WestJet socks, nice, and a Herschel eye mask. I have to say the WestJet socks aren't as good as my Noel Phillips branded socks that you can get in the merch store, and they're also not as good as my WestJet socks I got last time I flew on WestJet, which I still wear to this day because they are really good. We will see if these are any good as well. And that's pretty much it, really. Nothing else in here, it's just an empty bag now. These things always come in handy though for storing bits and pieces in, especially when you travel. You can put a few like cables and stuff in there, or bits like that. It works pretty well really for when you're on the move. So yeah, I do love these, and I always think the bags are the best bit really. But yeah, there we go. There's not a massive amount in there, but that's what you get. But considering as well, this is premium economy as well. This isn't actually business class because the 737s don't have business class. It's premium economy, so that's what you get. So I think for a premium economy amenity kit, that's actually pretty decent.
It's time for the Noel Phillips Lou Review.
Alright, this is the forward loo on the Max 8. It's very small and very cramped. I'm struggling to stand up here. It's weird because the other day I was on an Airbus A220, the old C series. The bathroom was massive. On this one, it's like a cupboard. But anyway, we've got a sink down there. We've got the toilet just down there. We've got a spare bog rolls just there. We've got a mirror there and everything. And obviously the door here, another big mirror here. No baby changing mat or anything like that, or baby changing table, so I don't know if they're in one of the other loos, but yes, and yeah, there's your push to flush, pretty cool. But yes, here we go, forward loo on the Max 8. So far I have to say really good. The crew have been really friendly so far, really nice. Service has been good. Nice smooth flight as well, which is pretty decent. So yeah.
That was the Noel Phillips Lou Review.
The thing about this flight is that it doesn't really conform to the norms of transatlantic flights. It's a transatlantic flight, but usually when you do a transatlantic flight, you end up getting a dinner service maybe an hour or two after takeoff, and then you get like a snack service, almost like a light meal, an hour or two before you land. But with this only being a 5-hour flight, they come really close together. So like an hour and a half after takeoff, we got the big dinner, and now we're an hour and a half from landing, and we've got this snack service that's come around like a light meal. But yeah, in between those two meals, like an hour. So we've had like 2 meals in the space of 2 hours, pretty much. But I'm not complaining because it looks quite nice. We've got some cheese, some grapes, a couple of like, bars to eat as well, cookies, crackers, things like that. It's pretty decent. And it wasn't too long at all before we were starting our descent down into St John's. It felt really soon for a transatlantic flight. Alright, then we have started our descent into St John's, Newfoundland. I am so excited to see what it's like down there at the airport in St John's, because I fly over it so many times when I do transatlantic flights, and usually I'm flying over it 40,000 feet above. And I can always look out the window, and if on a clear day when you can actually see it, and you see this little airport down on the edge of Canada, right as you first make landfall into Canada, and it always just makes me wonder what it's like down there. And in a few minutes we're going to be finding out, because now we're descending into this weather which doesn't look brilliant, but it's going to be a bit of a bumpy approach. I think we're going to be landing down very soon in Newfoundland, Canada, and I cannot wait. I was really looking forward to the approach into St John's, and I wasn't disappointed. Once we broke out of the low clouds, we came in for a beautiful approach and landing over the cliffs of Newfoundland. my flight today cost me $828.50, or roughly 69,000 Bhutanese and Ngultrums. And don't forget you can book me for a cameo video message too now, just use the link on the screen. Thank you, great to meet you.
Thank you. Do you want to go see them?
Thank you, but I think I'm going to have to go for my next flight. Thank you.
Montreal, seated in zones 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8.
Noel Phillips come. He does a YouTube channel.
Hey, how you doing? Good to meet you.
Karen Porter, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Welcome to Newfoundland.
Thank you. All right.
It's pretty sturdy.
Yeah, it's good actually. It's a nice place. We've been battered a bit, thrown around by Indian baggage handlers, but nice to meet you. Thank you. See you later. Thank you. Hi there, how you doing?
Good, you?
Yeah, very well. Thank you.
Perfect. You have all your stuff?
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you, you too. Well, here we are then. Welcome to St. John's, Newfoundland, here in Canada. What an amazing ride that was. The shortest transatlantic flight, 5 hours. It doesn't seem like 5 minutes since I got on the plane over there in Gatwick, and here we are in this beautiful part of the world. I've got to shoot now because I'm off somewhere really, really cool now. So, thank you so much for watching. As always, take care, be kind to one another, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.